pull. Good morning. Today's a windy, breezy morning, if you will. Beans are going to cut right away. I'm going to be heading these over to the Varna Co-op. Should be pretty quick. Really nice place over there. Gonna bust out the rest of these. I think we got 60 acres here. Head over to a 40, get that finished, put on all the carts, trucks, whatever we got, combine, because that's all got to go to town. So hopefully we can get this done, everything loaded up and that 40 done, get everything headed over to town, and then start picking corn tomorrow. But that's the game plan for today. We'll see how it goes. You know, everything's been going pretty smoothly. I probably shouldn't say that, but we had a lot of repairs this year, so everything should be new. It should run, right? Right? Fueling. Okay, I think everything's fueled. We're gonna head over to that 40. Gotta get some trucks empty, but then we should get it finished tonight. Okay, we are all situated, I think. Dad and Austin are moved over to the 40. I've got both the trucks here. We're going to use that to top off this bin. It can maybe hold another 200 bushel of beans, something like that. So I've got about 18,000 pounds in there. Use that to top it off before we finally switch over to our other bin. For now, I'm going to take the Kenworth, it's got a full load on it, over to Varna again and get it headed over there. So we can let Austin go home and we can kind of just settle in there and get all the trucks loaded, the cart loaded, combine loaded, you name it. Hopefully get it all cut tonight. Although the wind is dying down and the sun is almost down again. So we'll see. We'll see how long we can run. beautiful one this morning. Got the trucks running, ready to go to town. We got a cart full and a combine full over on that 40. Just waiting on a neighbor. He needs to borrow a globe, so I had an extra one. Gonna let him use it. He's doing implement steer on a strip till bar, so he just kind of needs one with SF1, whatever. So this is the one that I was using for my implement steer. Send it with him, I guess. Once he gets here, I'll be taking a truck over and we can get started with the day today. Really need to get in that cover crop seeder, but I don't know when we're gonna have the time. It's just too nice a bean cutting weather. We're gonna keep cutting beans while we can, you know. Well, we managed to get all the beans hauled into town. I think we're gonna be starting on corn today. We were gonna keep pressing on beans, but they're just not really fit. They're 14, 15%, maybe even a little higher in some areas. Just gonna let those sit. For now, we gotta run to Prairie State because Dad did a bad thing. I said everything was running smoothly and he just had to go and ruin that whole thing. We can't run without it. It's just something that we gotta fix first, so. Dad ruined the unloading auger boot, so I gotta go pick up a new one. Wasn't paying attention and sent it into the side of the cart. It was broken anyway, so it's really not that big a deal. But we do gotta fix that. I don't think it would unload very well without that boot on there, but anyway, we're headed to Prairie State. Well, we have successfully received the package. Now I just gotta make it out of here without wanting to buy anything. Oh, I didn't make it out of here without wanting to buy something. Oh. Okay, well, I think we're all set for corn. We do need to go back and grab a ladder. So as you can see, the boot is it's pretty well destroyed. The grain saver up in the spout is also trashed. Should probably get that at some point, but we'll worry about that later. Well, I was going to fill that bin a little more, but he said I've got it very full, so never mind. I need 2 men, a genie, and a dog just to get this wagon hooked up. We're just trying to get set up to this other bean bin, but we knew the guys needed that for the plot. They needed a wagon to dump the beans into, somewhere anyway. So we figured we'd set that out there for them. Well, that's always a hassle because the fertilizer, those are our fertilizer wagons, and nothing ever works on them. That one we just had sandblasted, painted, and we still got to slip plate it, but goodness gracious, that hitch is awful. Okay, now we can get a baby truck unloaded. I don't think we're gonna get any corn picked. Everything is just taking too long. Moving all the equipment over there, putting that boot on, that really didn't take that long, but we gotta get the baby truck empty, had to swap bins, still gotta set up for corn around here. We're still not even ready. And then we gotta service the Kenworth because that never got done. We kind of just ran, but we did get 300-400 acres done before October 1st anyway, so we can kind of take a minute and just get everything totally ready now, I think. Okay, well, since the daylight is evading us, I'm going to go ahead and help Dad on these dryers. Oh boy.
A rod and a flashlight?
Flashlight, no. Rod, yes.
Need a flashlight too.
I got a flashlight on my phone. Okay, gas lines are cleaned out, orifices are cleaned out. Now we're going to grease some motors, get the air system set up.
Well, they probably won't make the fall, but
So I'll have to deal with it while you're sitting in the air conditioning of the combine.
I know how that works. I'll have to come down and help you put them on. Put them on myself. After you go home. Been a while since I put those belts on.
Yeah, these are all B60s.
Are they 60s?
Yeah, and this one is definitely.
Well, you can't put one on.
No, I know, but the rest of them are pretty good. Okay. I think I got all the grease zerks other than underneath the dryer.
I'm thinking these need to come down and put in a decent dryer.
Yeah, but that's just more money.
I know. But a good used Nico or a GSI or a Sukup or...
Okay, Dad's gonna grab the Genie. We're gonna attempt to put this auger on here that runs from the dryer to the air system.
My cord. Huh? Where are my cord?
They're good. Can you tip them at all? There you go. I think you're about perfect. Good.
Here too.
Yes, so let me have this. There we go. Okay, now get that down. Alright. Well, it's a good thing I went out there. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. Can we ever get the coolant to stop leaking in this thing?
No. I swear that just snaps in.
I don't remember.
Pulling a filter.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was it. Such a pain. Whoever designed this filter needs to be shot. All right, now the oil needs to go in. I don't think I'm going to mess with the fuel filters today, just so we can get started a little sooner. We're going to try and pick up the rest of the cover crop today as well, but we'll see how that goes. And then maybe tomorrow we'll get that cover crop seeder going. plans usually change every 15 minutes, so I say these things, and then the next clip is going to be of me flying a helicopter to Florida or something. So. Okay, now I think we're definitely ready. So Dad's grabbing some cover crop seed. We'll get that unloaded, and then let's go open up a cornfield. See how this head's gonna run, see how the corn's gonna test. See what the yield's gonna be. It's sand, it's like 12 feet tall. I'm gonna guess 235 average. Okay, we are packed full of cover crop. The shed is full. Now whenever we get the chance, we can actually run that seeder. Whatever that's gonna be during this harvest. Whose idea was this? Just letting the truck warm up. You remember yesterday when I was putting that auger up? I had to get the M and move the wagon out of the way and stuff like that. Well, it was hooked up to the nurse tank. I was draining it of any water. I unhooked it, but I forgot to put the jack down. Needless to say, it drained the rest of the water out of there, so. But yeah, we look like a bunch of hillbillies out here. Okay, let's go see if we can pick a kernel or two, I guess.
She said it sure is hot out there. She was counting down my change, but I'd give back the air to get back to simple days. I traded her a smile for my change and a case of beer. I told her simple's what I'm looking for around here. I'm wandering around and around these two-lane Midwest towns, looking for some answers in the evening cricket sounds. Tune in and in the cicada buzz, tune in now the FM fuzz. 30 miles an hour with the windows down through a two-lane Midwest town. Through a two-lane Midwest town. Pull tabs and a glass of Crown, about $100 down. Old man sits down next to me and he orders up around. Says he lost his wife last year, but his kids are all still here. And every day at 3, he drops in for a can of beer. I'm wandering around and around these two-lane Midwest towns, looking for some answers in the evening ballroom sounds. Tune in the neon buzz, tune in out the TV buzz. 30 miles an hour with the windows down through a two-lane Midwest town. There might be someone out there sitting on a park bench with a puzzle piece hidden in a word that helps this world make sense. I'm wandering around and around these two-lane Midwest towns, looking for some answers in the evening cricket sounds. Tune in the cicada buzz, tune in now the FM fuzz. 30 miles an hour with the windows down through a two-lane Midwest town. Through a two-lane Midwest town, going around and round and round these Midwest towns. Through a two-lane Midwest town.
Initial thoughts. Love what the Devastator's doing. As you can see, it is just mowing down the corn stalks. Between the Calmers and the Devastator, that is just fantastic. Combine seems to be running efficiently, other than the yield calibration. That is something we got to get figured out. I mean, just switching from red to green, it's just so much different. It really is. I think he said it was reading like 140 or something, or 180 maybe, which is not right. In fact, we found out that the calibration was off like 25% or better. So, I mean, the end rows are typically pretty bad here. It is sand, and the deer have just totally destroyed it along the woods. But it shouldn't be that bad. So the name of the game here on this farm is just basically get these end rows off for Dad, following him around in the cart here, and then he's gonna just have to take the combine over to the cart every time, because I'm going to be flying in a semi back home. By the time I get back, he'll have a cart full already. So there's really nothing we can do here. We don't really need Austin to come around, because he would just be speeding the combine up, and I already cannot keep up. So it's just gonna be Dad and I today. We're gonna get the corn kind of situated anyway. We wanted to get some dry corn to get into the dryers. That way we can get things started, get the air system rolling, kind of get back into the flow of things. I'm gonna go home and test this stuff. I know his moisture reading's off as well. With the amount of times I've already ran this camera, you would really think that I would remember to turn the microphone on. What I was saying is that this CVT, or gosh, this IVT, sorry John Deere, is amazing in front of a cart. This 2-track tractor with the IVT, oh my goodness, fantastic. The power shift, you'd be jerking around, clutch would take you for a ride when you're trying to go this slow. It's just, loading a truck with this thing is amazing. Well, we're getting something done. Don't know if we're doing it right, but something's getting done. This last load was about 19%. Getting a little drier, so that's good. Fortunately, what I got in the dryer is pretty wet, so I'm gonna have to let it sit and cook. I'm gonna have to let it set and cook for a minute before I can start putting it into the bin, but that's no big deal. First day corn harvest is always, we usually get nothing done. So the fact that we're getting something done is better than nothing, right? By the way, I forgot to get it on camera, but Dad spilled corn already. The second cart full. As soon as I left, basically, the man is spilling corn. He lost on that game. He spilled the first kernel. Anyway, it seems like we're gonna just sit on this corn until dark anyway, and then he's gotta quit early actually, so I don't know if maybe I'll get another truckload and then try and pick some corn, fill the cart. I'm not sure what we're gonna do there, but it's gonna be a little bit of an early quit. And then tomorrow morning, I'm getting that seeder running. By the way, I'm not sponsored, but these work tunes are a lifesaver. I can actually sit here and listen to a podcast or, you know, music, and my ears don't get destroyed by the dryers or the auger running. It's nice. Okay, well, Dad is down for the count for the night. He had a meeting to go to. So I've just been kind of running the show slowly. I've been hopping in the combine, filling the cart, and then filling the truck, filling the cart again, and then taking the truck home, emptying the cart twice, and then coming back and picking more corn. It's not ideal, but we're at least doing something, right? Okay. Let's hop into the combine. Did you hear that turn on? Me neither. This thing is so quiet. We put this new boot on, and honestly, I can't. It throws further out. So it's been kind of rough trying to load the cart here. the auto track is not turned on. I forgot to switch my microphone around. So we've been running about 3.7, somewhere in there. Not because we couldn't drive faster, but because I can't drive faster with the trucks. So Dad's just been keeping it slow, keeping it full anyway, doing a good job. The sample's really good. I've been doing some skip rows here because I can't really make it back on a full down and back. And as you can see, the corn stalks going past the cab, I missed a row. I miscounted. That's my fault. Anyway, this stuff's been running pretty good. Anywhere from 200 to 300. Right now it's at 247 dry, but the outside row, 8 rows, were 140, so pretty bad. The deer just absolutely demolished it. But my original prediction of 235 across the board on this field is going to get absolutely demolished. I'm betting it'll probably end up in the 250, 255 range. This is generally something that you don't want to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep on rolling here. I may get one more truckload, I don't know. After this, I got the dryer full at home. This should be over halfway full on the wet holding bin as well. Tomorrow we're gonna start in that cover crop seeder for sure. So I want the wet holding bin somewhat full anyway, so that the dryer can just keep running while we're off messing with that cover crop seeder. Back up, put it in reverse, Terry. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get a couple more passes in here, fill the cart, probably tarp it, take the truck home, get it empty, and call it a night. Hey, if you watch this long, you like the videos, hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Appreciate you watching. And we'll catch you in the next one.